One pick wonders. Your best picks for the NFL Conference Championships. We're down to two picks now because BKO Buru did not make a pick, so he forfeits for this week. And I tried to call him. So we're down to two picks. Dan and I on the same pick, and Ryan, who is the leading picker on another pick. So let's hear from Ryan first.
Okay, so I went with San Fran over Green Bay. I think the line is what, 7? Is it 7.5? I think.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I think that's where I bet it. I bet the other game too, but this is the one I wanted to use for the game because Tennessee screwed me last week. So, so I mean, I think it's going to come down to the defense for both teams. I think it's pretty well evenly matched. Looks like San Fran's a little bit better rushing. They're right about even in the passing game. Defensively, and they're both right there in points allowed as well. I just think they're playing in San Fran. I hate Green Bay, Bears fan, and I think San Fran's gonna pull it off and win by. I'm gonna say they're gonna win by 10. So take the. I would take the over as well. I think there's going to be enough points scored. But I think San Fran's going to stop Green Bay just enough to pull off the victory this week. So that's mine. That's my analysis. Green Bay sucks.
Rodgers.
I mean, it's a.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think. I mean, San Fran's second in overall defense and fourth in overall offense, and Green Bay's 18th on both. So really, I mean, it's the playoffs, but I just think San Fran's a better team this year.
Aaron Rodgers might be the best quarterback on the field, but Garoppolo is playing for the best team on the field. It's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Aaron
Garoppolo.
Rodgers.
The numbers are pretty similar, but Garoppolo's got like 9 more interceptions that he's thrown this year. So
9 more interceptions than what?
Than Rodgers this year. The numbers are actually, it's pretty ridiculous. They're so similar. Rodgers threw for 4,002 yards. Garoppolo 3,978. Rodgers has 26 TDs and 4 interceptions, whereas Garoppolo's got 27 and 13. So it's pretty close.
And maybe Garoppolo doesn't hate his family like Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. I'm a family man. That's one of the things I don't like about Rodgers.
He's a family guy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He doesn't talk to his own family at all.
Who does that?
I don't know.
Nobody murdered anyone, so you know, it's a little
right.
Overkill there. No pun intended. But I think Aaron Rodgers has gone Hollywood with the whole Danica Patrick thing, and they just bought a house out in California on the beach in Malibu, wherever it is.
Oh, he's a Cali guy, I think. If memory serves me correctly, I forget where did he play at Cal, or did he start?
Yeah,
he started somewhere like a community college or somewhere like that, and then went to. I think he's originally he went to Cal.
Yeah.
He was born in Chico.
Oh, you play for the Bad News Bears?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know he was from California. I thought he was from the Midwest.
No,
No,
he's just right there.
plays it. I mean, he's from there.
Okay, I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers. I apologize. So Dan and I are on the same pick, picking the Chiefs. Let's hear the analysis from Big Danny D.
I'm rooting for Andy Reid. Get to that Super Bowl and finally win one. You know, the guy's been close so many times. This is his 7th trip to a championship game, I believe, and he's only 1-5 in his previous 6 trips. They're good. I mean, look how they came back from that 24-point deficit last week and crushed Houston and won by 20. It's just remarkable. You know, Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback. They had the best team. If they can stop Derrick Henry, I don't know what Tennessee can do offensively. I just don't see it. I mean, Tannehill's thrown for 160 yards total in the 2 playoff games. You know, they got lucky, I think, in New England. I think the weather was bad. And then Baltimore just didn't show up. Whereas this week, Kansas City had to play last week. And this is the 2nd year in a row they're hosting a NFC championship game. AFC championship game. And, you know, they're primed to win it. They have to show up, though. And I think they will. I think the magic of Tennessee is going to run out. No team that's ever started off 2-4 has ever made the Super Bowl. I think only 3 6-seeds have ever made it to the Super Bowl. The Steelers back in the day, the Green Bay when they won actually were a 6 seed, and with the Giants one of those years they made it a 6 seed, and they won. But they had better teams than this team, and they had more competent quarterback play than Tennessee has. I think they pulled their miracle last week. It's tough to win 3 straight road games even in the regular season. I don't know how they're going to do it in the postseason. I like the spread. Kansas City by, I think, 7? I think they'll win by more than that. I think they win, at least 10 to 12 points. I think they'll cover. I think they learned their lesson from last week that you just can't screw around. Otherwise, you could find yourself out of the playoffs. Luckily, they're playing against an incompetent team in Houston, and they crushed them. I don't believe Tennessee's as incompetent, but I also think Kansas City realized what's on the line here. And I think they're going to play hard. They're going to play with a lot of fire. They're going to play with a lot of energy early in the game. Except for Kelsey, I believe everyone is pretty healthy, even though Kelsey's going to play. And you have Pat Mahomes now, who's going to be in his 4th playoff game. So it's not like they're facing some new guy like last week with Jackson, or a beat-up team like New England who had nobody left and it was decimated. And Andy Reid, he's been around the block. This is his 28th playoff game that he's coached. So I really believe Kansas City is going to win somewhat convincingly, and Andy Reid will go back to the Super Bowl after, 16 years since the last one.
Wow. Has it been that long?
Yeah, 2004 they went to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And that's Super Bowl 39, right? This is
well, no, you're right, because it was because remember Jared worked for us, and he quit just before the Super Bowl, and Summer was pregnant for Maggie. So
okay.
Yeah,
2004.
That's how long it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait a minute. No, that doesn't seem right, does it?
No, it's 14 to the. So Maggie will be 15 this year. So
2005.
2005.
Because I thought it was okay. Because I thought it was I guess 0405. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been 15 years.
Yeah.
When is the last time the Chiefs won a Super Bowl?
Was it like Super Bowl 4 or something? 50 years ago?
50 years ago.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was I alive?
Probably. I mean, you are 63.
Yeah, kiss my ass. Real cool.
I'm not
that much younger.
I can make that joke.
Younger than me.
Not by much.
Will you still love me when I'm 64? says Ryan to nobody ever.
That's right. Let's see. Super Bowl 4.
50
I was
years
right.
ago.
They beat Minnesota.
Huh. Wow. With Hank
Yep.
Stram.
And they were in Super Bowl number one.
Yeah.
This could be
could
a
be a
repeat of Super Bowl number one if Ryan loses.
Yeah, it would be the Packers and the Chiefs.
Sorry, Ryan.
Well, I'm gonna win, so we're good. That's all right. I'm gonna win. I bet on the pick. I bet on your pick as well. I bet on them both.
Yeah, I did a 2-team parlay also, so I want to win that $18.
Dan, you got the money. You can make that 18,000. Why make it 18 bucks when you can make 18,000?
I had to bet about, what was it, about $400 maybe, get you close to that? $500? Probably more. I don't know. I just know some guy bet $100 on a 3-team NBA parlay the other day on 3 underdogs winning, and it hit, and you won $11,500.
And what was this bet?
$100.
$100 for a three-way parlay?
Yeah.
It was point spread for sure. 'Cause you're not going to get that on the money line.
Yeah, no, it was point spread.
No.
But they all won and covered. They all won, they all covered, and you won $11,500.
That just shows you how bad it is to bet on basketball because if they're going to give that big of a payout for just doing something simple like covering a spread, that means that most of the time you're not going to cover a spread.
Well, it's crazy. I was gonna bet the
basketball's tough.
Conor McGregor played. I forget who he's fighting tonight at UFC.
Oh, yeah. Cowboy.
I was gonna bet that fight. To bet $1, I would have won 33 cents. He was a minus 300.
Wow.
A minus 3. It's ridiculous. I'm like, it's not even worth it.
No.
Well,
unless you bet the underdog.
Yeah,
look,
but I think Conor McGregor is going to win. So
if you bet $1,000, it doesn't matter. That's still $300. If you wins, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for $1 to win 33 cents, I mean, what's the difference?
Yeah, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
To win. The biggest.
I want to win real money.
My biggest.
Yes. What do you do for 33 cents?
My biggest bet ever was in the NC2A March Madness. And it was either Colgate or Butler that was playing Kentucky. And the school did not have any athletic scholarships. And I bet $500. It didn't matter. I still even if I won $200, that was worth it. That's $200 more than I had the day before. There's no way that a college basketball team with no sports scholarships is going to beat Kentucky. I'm sorry.
Right.
Sure. But you can make the real money if you got $500 on Colgate and they win.
Well,
yeah, it was probably Colgate.
They were ahead in the first period, and I was like, oh shit, and then it ended badly for them. So.
Sure it did.
Not as badly as my Bonnies today.
Who's
91-63.
Ooh. The St. Joe's?
Nah, the VCU. Screw St. Joe's.
Did you have
the Hawks must
on
die. No, I didn't bet on it today. No. There's no way I was betting this game. I would have bet on VCU.
Well, speaking of the big red tomato, he is going into this game knowing very simply that as long as we don't have the Derrick Henry show, that Kansas is going to win. He is not going to allow Derrick Henry to play running back, wide receiver, and quarterback. That's not going to happen. That's the one guy he has to shut down. That has to be the entire game plan. And I believe the Chiefs have a pretty good defense. And as Danny mentioned, that Tannehill only threw for 90 yards in the last two playoff games. So, and I just don't think there's a big chance of I forget what the stat is, but a team to go all the way to the Super Bowl and being the underdog in every single game. That's a very slim stat.
Giants, the first or second time they beat
Was that in the
New England,
80s?
maybe?
Was that in the 80s?
No,
No, that's the one when they beat. Was that the first time they beat New England? Maybe they were a 6th seed.
One of them, yeah. They didn't play a home game. They're probably the underdog. I think they played the NFC Championship game that time. I think it was the first time. They played the NFC Championship game in Green Bay, and they won. So, I think they were underdog in the game.
That was that undefeated New England team, or no?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
So they were
doesn't
the
happen very
underdog
often.
in every playoff game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And what year was that? In the 90s?
2008? 2010? I think it was 2008.
But they had Eli Manning. They didn't have Tannehill.
Yes. Yeah,
They have
that's my point earlier.
quarterback.
Yeah, they had more. Those teams had more competent quarterback play than this one. The teams that did it had Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Aaron Rodgers, 3 Hall of Famers. Tannehill is not going to be that.
I mean,
Yeah,
they have a better chance to win with Tannehill than they did with Mariota.
That's right. Brian's favorite guy ever.
Right.
And this is the other point that the Titans do not want to throw the ball. So if the Chiefs get an early lead, it's going to force the Titans to throw the ball, which they don't want to do as part of their game plan.
Yes, if they get down 10, 14, nothing, then they're going to start throwing, and then they're going to be in trouble. They have to be able to run the football to be successful, do play action.
Right. And Andy Reid knows that.
Yeah, I expect him to be aggressive early in the game, try to get a lead.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Get an early lead, force them to throw the ball. Then you get the crowd noise and the fans going at Arrowhead. I can see Dan sitting in front of his huge flat screen going, hey, I can see it now.
Yeah, I want to get that Chiefs tie that guy was wearing during the OJ parole hearing.
The Giants were it was 2008. The Giants were the 5 seed.
Oh, okay.
So they were the underdog to include the Super Bowl.
Yep. And they won 17-14.
Did Eli go to Disney World that year?
Yeah. He was the MVP, I believe. Even though he shouldn't have been, but he was.
Yeah, concerned they scored 14 points in the 4th quarter. That was it. That's that David Tyree play.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember betting on the Patriots and they were down by like 25 points, and I fell asleep. And then I woke up and they were winning. And I said, what happened? What did I miss?
That was that Atlanta game.
I had $100 on that game for the Patriots. I was cashing out.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, they were down by 25, and I'm like, that's it. I lost my $100, and then I woke up and won $100. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, nice.
I'm sure there was some filming of the sideline that made that happen or something, or the air pressure.
I think they were wearing buzzers.
Well, there's an extra long halftime during the Super Bowl, so Belichick has plenty of time to review all the video and look at everything, and get the formulate a new game plan.
I only watched the Super Bowl for the halftime show. Actually, looking forward to J-Lo and Shakira lip syncing. Love lip syncing. And how about when Lady Gaga flew in from off the top of the stadium? Wasn't that amazing? Don't you remember that? That was in Texas, right? Where she
yeah, that was great.
She repelled in from the top of the stadium. Amazing. So we're taking the Chiefs and the Niners. And good luck, fellas. And next week will be. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
The biggest loser will be wearing Tom Brady's mouthpiece after next week's show.
Next week's the Pro
Not gonna
Bowl.
be me.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Pro Bowl. We're not doing a Pro Bowl show.
No.
No.
Nah. We're not betting on that garbage. All right, fellas. Good luck. I'll see you for the Super Bowl. Well, we can't say Super Bowl on YouTube. We have to say the big game. Okay. I'll see you for the big game.
See you for the football championship.
Yes.
Or we can speak backwards. I will see you for the Uber Say Obey. Okay.
All right.
Do not say that word. All right. Good luck.
All right.
All right.
Take
Good
care.
luck.